to the Edomites.
Death to Esau.
Death to Esau.
Death to the nation.
Death to the nation.
All praises to the Most High. Let's have a fervent count, man. Don't let it be cold. 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. Right, and give me John 21 and verse 15. Because I was talking to the brothers yesterday, man. We gotta do everything in season and out of season. Hey, brother, come talk to me real quick, King. What's your nationality, man? What's your nationality, King? Yes, sir.
Black.
Black? Now, did the Lord call you black?
No.
Yeah, he did it, right? What did he call you? Put me on game, man. What did he call you? Give me a wisdom.
Call me his child.
That's right. We are the children of the Most High God.
Exactly.
We're the children of the kingdom, right? He also calls you a king, and he calls you an Israelite.
That's right.
When you ask people what's their nationality, they say black. But don't you know there's East Indians that look just that same skin color as you, but they don't call themselves black. They call themselves Indian, because they know their nationality. So we gotta know our nationality as well. That's just a color. Let's go and get that real quick.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 1.
Here we go.
But thou, O God, art gracious and true. 601?
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, King, come listen to this as well. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I got it.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 1.
Here we go.
Hear, therefore, O ye kings.
Oh, ye what?
O ye kings.
No, we're just niggas.
O ye kings.
No, we're just black people.
O ye kings.
The Lord said, hear, O ye kings, read.
That's right. And understand. Learn, yea, that be judges of the ends of the earth.
So we have to learn who we are so we can be judges at the ends of the earth. Because right now we got nothing. We're in captivity. If you keep going down the road, guess what? You're going to see homeless people, unfortunately.
That's right. Bring it out.
Why? Because we don't keep the commandments. That's why we're destroyed for lack of knowledge, because we don't keep the commandments. We don't know what the Most High God is. Read Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Go ahead and bring this out.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 115, and verse 9.
Yeah.
O Israel,
Oh, what?
O Israel.
Read.
trust thou in the Lord.
Brother.
He is their help and their shield.
Come on, brother. Dang, come up, Bob. Yeah, that's straight, King. Yeah, let's go back to the lesson then. Let's get 2 Timothy 4 and verse 2. All right, that's cool, man. Lord willing, you know, we got blood off our hands and things of that nature. Be a hero from there. Certain men are set up as a stumbling block, man. You know? So let's go and get back to it.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 2.
Go!
Preach the word.
Right?
Be instant.
No, be slow.
Be instant.
What?
Be instant.
Read.
In season, out of
So
season.
we gotta be instant in season and out of season.
That's right.
When it's cold, when you're tired, you probably want to sleep. You know, at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. You gotta wake up for certain things, man. You tired as heck, man. But guess what? The Lord said be instant in season and out of season. That's right. We can't be doing our own will, man. We can't be doing the things we want to do. We gotta make our body a living sacrifice.
That's
right. That's one, man. All help breaking loose. Go ahead and bring that out. The Lord gave us a commandment. If your house is the master and we're the servants, that means you gotta serve the master, man. That's right. He gave us a commandment on what to do. Go ahead and bring that out. 21.
This is the book of John, chapter 21. 21 and verse 15. So when they had, then Yahweh shall say to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, love thou me more than these?
You believe in the Bible? Yeah, all so-called white people are going to die, man.
That's
right. Go ahead and bring that out again.
God, this is the book of John, chapter 21, verse 15.
Bring it up.
So when they had then, Yahweh shall say to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, love thou me more than these? He say unto him, yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee.
So you might say, you know you love the Lord, man. But guess what? The Lord going to keep doing things to prove it. How's it going, brother? You got 1 minute real quick, King?
1 minute, King.
All right, you're an Israelite, brother, all right?
I got my Bible.
Safe, huh? What you got a Bible for? You straight. The water, King. Stay right there. God, give me Psalm 15, verse 16. But hold on, why you got a Bible for? No, why? Isn't the Bible for the children of Israel?
No.
It's not?
No, I'm Southern Baptist.
Southern Baptist? That's a
This is
religion.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, so what do you believe in?
Christianity.
Christianity? What is Christianity? What's your Christianity like? There's, you got Baptist, like you said.
Yeah,
you got Catholicism. Well, look at this real quick.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 16.
Yeah.
But unto the wicked.
Unto the what?
But unto the wicked.
Unto the what?
But unto the wicked.
Read.
God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes.
So what's the point of having the Bible if it's not for you? The Bible is written for the children of Israel. Give me a 2nd Ezra chapter 3 verse 36. It's not made for everybody.
It's meant for the Gentiles and Jews. I just read
Can you
the
prove
Bible.
that? You say you got a Bible. Can you prove that? Open it up. Can you prove it? You see that? That's what I'm saying. How you gonna come up to us and say something and can't prove it, man? The Lord said prove all things. Didn't the Lord say it's the in season and out of season? Hey, brother!
I got you.
You can take it off. Take it before I come.
I don't want this.
Come on, brother. 2nd Ezra 3:36. Come on, brother. Water, King. Okay, how's it going, King? What's your nationality, man? Black? That's what you call it, bro. You got 1 minute real quick, King? Alright, my brother gonna talk to you real quick. Hey, listen to you, he gonna talk to you real quick, man. Alright, 2nd Ezra 3:36.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse number 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts.
How's it going, King? You got 1 minute real quick, man? It's for the Lord, though.
It's
One
for the
verse,
Lord, brother.
One verse, brother. You know you want it. You say the Lord knows your heart. That's Luke 16, verse 15, man. And the Lord said, I do know your heart. It's wicked, man.
That's not.
Right? Hey, you gotta stop to hear the words of the Lord. Yeah, it's cold outside, but guess what? You have young men, even younger than us, out here when it's cold, man. That's true. You got a precept? All right, go ahead. Oh, yeah, come on, you got it.
You said Luke 16 and 15?
16 and 15. Okay.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 15.
Bring it up.
And he said unto them, Ye are that which justify yourselves.
So these men justify themselves, man. How's it going, King? I got one question for you. One question.
One question,
What's
brother.
your nationality, man? Can I 2 minutes real quick? Can you build? All right, go ahead and bring that up. Hey, I'm glad that I like this verse right here, because, hey, go ahead and bring it up.
Yea are they which justify
So
yourselves
these wicked men justify themselves, man. Read.
before men,
Right.
but God knoweth your hearts.
Wait, hold on. How's it going, King? You got 1 minute real quick, man? Can you talk to a brother real quick, man?
Got 1 minute, brother.
1 minute. All right, read justify yourself again.
Come. Yea are they which justify yourselves before men,
Right.
but God knoweth your
So
hearts.
the Most High do know your heart, man. Everybody say, the Lord knows my heart. The Lord knows my heart. Well, let's read. The Lord do know your heart. Read.
For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
So these men pointing at hooters, they want to go do their own things, man. View bars and grill. They're going to hang out with their own friends, hang out with these committing adultery with these women. The Lord said, hey, everything that's highly set amongst men, it's abomination to the Most High God, man. The only thing they're missing out when everybody's having fun, going to Six Flags, they're going across to Costa Rica, they're going to the Bahamas and Bora Bora and having fun. That's abomination to the Most High God, man. You're in the last days.
That's
Don't
right.
You know great evils are about to come on the earth?
That's right.
When Jacob's trouble happen, you won't be able to go to Bora Bora and have fun and sip a pina colada, if I'm saying that correctly, man. You're gonna be in affliction, man. You're gonna, hey, man, your baby gonna be crying. Your baby gonna die of famine, of hunger, of thirst. It's gonna be all hell breaking loose, man. But let's go back to John 21, verse 15, man. And you can give me 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2.
John, chapter 21, verse 15.
Bring it out.
So when they had died, Yahweh shall say unto Simon, Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me more than these? He say unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee.
So you might say, you know you love the Lord. Guess what? The Lord put you in a certain situation. Now you faint-hearted, man. Now you don't want to keep going in the truth. We got to be like Peter and show that we do love the Most High God. Yeah, he denied him 3 times, but he went even harder. He had the keys to the streets, man. The Lord loved him. Right? Read.
He said unto him, Feed my lambs.
Say what?
Feed my lambs.
We got to feed the lambs, man. The lambs are the kids, the children. It's not the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is referred to as the children, man.
Right.
You got to receive the children in this thing, too. Read.
He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me?
Hold on. Hey, King, you see yourself on the sign? Hey, King! Hey, man, I hate this thing. I hate when it's windy because you can't really use the signs. I can't keep going, King.
He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me? He say unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee.
Right.
He say unto him, Feed my sheep.
Right, keep going.
He say unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me?
Right, you'll be grieved. If I kept saying, your car, he might punch me in my face, man. Right? If I keep calling the brother up, the Yakanan, he about to go to sleep. I keep calling him up and I hang up. I call him up, hang up, call him up and hang up. Guess what? He might cuss me out, man. Right? You might get grieved when someone keeps asking me the same question. But the Lord's doing that for a reason. He's giving emphasis on feed the sheep no matter what, man. We're gonna go through hell, we're gonna go through affliction. How's it going, sister? You got 1 minute for the Lord real quick?
1 minute.
One verse. You know you love the Lord. You know you do. You're an Israelite, sister. That's right. Lord willing. All right, go ahead and read.
And he said to him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee.
Right?
Yeah, how shall I say unto him, feed my sheep?
And that's the point, man. We gotta come out here in season and out of season and feed the sheep of the Lord.
Right.
Because you gotta understand, just because of cold, those sheep have to still eat. If you don't feed them, how's it going? How's it going? Shalom.
Got a flyer?
You got fire? Hey, all praise to the Most High. You gotta feed the sheep no matter what, man.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. Because those sheep, it might be cold, it might be hot, they still have to eat, they still have to get nourished, they still have to drink, man. Go ahead and bring that out, please.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 2. Feed the flock of God.
Do what?
Feed the flock of
You
God.
gotta feed the flock of God. You out here giving out water, giving out milk,
That's right.
giving out food and things of that nature that's good to the nutrition, good to the diet. So they
Right.
won't die out. Read.
Which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly.
You gotta do it willingly. You gotta be willingly to come out here. This brother shouldn't keep calling me saying, are you coming out? Where have you been? Why aren't you making videos, man? Why aren't you fasting? Why aren't you doing these things? He shouldn't be like that. I should do it off, off the strength, man. Because I love the Most High God and I love the sheep. Right, read.
Not for filthy lucre,
Right.
but of a ready mind.
So don't do things for a filthy, for greed, for gain. A lot of people do things for filthy lucre. They either want money, they want to be seen of men, they want vainglory. You gotta do it to praise the Most High God. That's why I love that Psalms 115 and verse 1. And that's
Neither as being lords over God's heritage.
Right, you can't be lords over God's heritage. Now, when you go into that word bishop, it just means overseer. The Lord set up certain bishops to be an overseer of the sheep. How's it going, brother? You got 1 minute real quick, King? Come talk to me. It's a brother. Brother to brother.
1 minute, King.
1 minute, brother. You're an Israelite, brother.
That's right.
It's stiff out here, bro.
Real stuff.
Read that again. I was going, yeah, bishop just means overseer, man. So the Lord has certain. How's it going, sister? You got 1 minute real quick, sister? You gotta get out, sister.
Get out!
He's not right for you.
Get out!
The so-called white men put your ancestors into slavery.
That's right.
So you gonna cleave on to him, man.
Damn.
That's wicked,
That's
man.
off!
Isaiah 13,
That's
verse
off.
15, man. That's off, man. That's wicked.
That's off!
That's off.
Rebellion!
Right, and the Lord gonna kill her in that day, man, if she don't repent. She's gonna kiss that nasty monkey lip white man. Right, that's off, man. Right? What the hell? What's going on, man? Right, go ahead. Isaiah 13 verse 15. Bro's gotta be attentive. Bro's gotta be on point. Right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse number 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through,
Everyone that is found shall be thirsty, read.
and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the
And
sword.
this woman is joined unto them. She's gonna fall by the sword, man.
That's right.
You look on these Instagram pictures and things on the news, on CNN or things of that nature, it's always that one Israelite, that one Eve who wants to hang out with the so-called white woman, the so-called white man, and guess what? She ends up missing. Because she want to hang out with their oppression. The devil, man, that's Satan.
devil.
The so-called white man has nothing good for you.
That's right.
You might go on a vacation, you might go to the beach, you might go on a ship, next thing you know, somehow he drowned, somehow.
Right.
We don't know. Oh, everybody in the group, it was him that drowned, and guess what? It is what it is. They don't go looking for the body, they just put it on a back burner and forget all about it.
Right.
So the Lord has a special judgment for her if she don't separate from her enemies, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, take heed of thy enemies. Read Sirach 6 verse 13. You gotta take heed of your enemies, man. Right? If you knew who your enemy was, you wouldn't be hanging out with him. If she knew her history and knew what the so-called white man done it to us, time in and time out, she would know not to be hanging out with him, man.
That's right.
Even when you read 1 Maccabees chapter 8 and verse 18, it tells you that the Grecians put us in captivity, man.
That's right.
So the so-called white man never left us, man.
Never.
But people still want to cleave onto them. Right? It's crazy. Go ahead and bring that up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 13.
Bring it up.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Read it again.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
That's why we separate ourselves from the world, man. The world is enemy to the Most High God.
That's right.
You don't want to be in the world, man. We want to be with the Most High God.
That's right.
When the Lord comes back, if you don't want to get down with the Lord, guess what? He's going to make you bow down and he's going to destroy you, man. That's Luke 19, verse 27. Bring you hither and slay them before me.
That's right.
So guess what? If she don't repent, she has a judgment for her, man. You never know what the Lord has in store for her.
That's right.
You might be with a group of white people in Jacob trouble, and you're the only the so-called black female or so-called black man. And guess what? When they get hungry, they're gonna look at you first. They eat you. They might hit you upside the head. They might cook you alive, man. The same way how you roast that lamb on a Passover or something, you're gonna be that same thing. How's it going, brother? You got 1 minute real quick, King? I just got one question real quick, one question. So, what's your nationality, man? Are you so-called black? That's what they call us. I'm just asking, that's all. Are you the color of your jacket, your sweats and things of that nature? No, you're not, right? But the Lord called you something else, man. Give me Psalm 115, verse 9. You want to know what the Lord called you? When you read the Bible, everybody say, it's about a so-called white man. Let's put it out there. But when you actually read the Bible, everybody in the Bible looks just like you and looks just like you. You know who the people of the Bible are? I know about Moses. I know about Paul. You don't? Okay, that's cool. We're here for y'all. Let's go ahead and get this real quick.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 115, verse 9. O Israel.
Oh, what?
O Israel.
So all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are so-called are Israelites, according to the Bible. Israelites. Read.
Trust thou in the Lord.
Right? So jump down to verse 12.
Come on. The Lord hath been mindful of us.
So the Lord is mindful of you. It's not a coincidence how you walk down here and we ask you a question, you stop to hear the words of the Lord. Right? It's not a coincidence. The Lord wants you to know who you are. An Israelite. Read.
He will bless us.
He will what?
He will bless us.
You want to be blessed? You want to be blessed? So how do we become blessed? If you walk down that street, are we blessed? There's going to be a lot of homeless people on Woodruff Park. There's a lot of homeless people. Are we blessed? It's a question. Like, are you blessed? In Atlanta, getting shot down the street, you turn on the news at 6 a.m., do you have a mother crying when she has her son RIP on her t-shirt? Is that a blessing, King? Is there a blessing when you go to Zone 6 or you go to all these hoods and who's shooting each other? It's us. Is that a blessing? That's not a blessing, King. It's a curse, right? But why are we like this? You know why? That's why we're here for. You know why, sister? Well, let's get Deuteronomy 15. Now, this is the real stuff. I know it's cold. You gotta bear with us. I can give you some gloves real quick. It's gonna be quick though. I can let you have my jacket. All right, let's get this real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So if the Israelites, who are the Israelites? The so-called what? The Israelites are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's right. You see yourself on the sign real quick, King? These are the Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel. You got the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That would probably come from what? The tribe of Judah. You see that? Right? So the Lord said, if the Israelites, which are us, if we don't keep his commandments, what will happen? Read.
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these good things.
All these curses.
Are curses good things or bad things? Bad things, right? Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we don't keep the commandments, the Lord said he will send all these curses upon the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let's get a few curses real quick. Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So cursed shall thou be in the city. In the city, are we cursed or are we blessed? You what? I said, in the city, are we cursed or are we blessed? If you're walking down the street, you're going to see a lot of homeless people. Is it mainly us or the other nations? Us, right? You go out off Cortlandt Street, you're going to see a lot of people homeless at the gym. Yeah, it's getting gruesome out here. You got to bear with us, man. Bear with us, all right?
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
right?
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
So who was cursed in the field, man? They had alligator baby bait. That's us right there, man. Who was picking cotton? I know you heard about Harriet Tubman. I know you heard about, what's that man? Nat Turner. You heard about all these men. That's us. Because we're the people in the Bible. That's right. If we didn't obey the Most High God, he will curse us. If you don't mind me asking, do you have a son or something like that? Or brother? You do? No. If he didn't do what you wanted to do, you're going to bring that belt off, right? You're going to get that belt off, and whip him. That's right. Same thing with the Most High God. If you don't do the things he wants to do, he's going to punish us. Right now, we're in slavery, in captivity. We're in punishment right now, right? Jump down to verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment,
Right.
a proverb,
Right.
and a byword.
And a what?
And a byword.
So what's a byword? Do you know? A byword is what you said. You said black. Don't you know the East Indian, he looks just like you, the same skin color as you, the same skin complexion. How come they don't call him so black? You see what I'm saying? The African man, you're not African. You got African man and you got Israelite people. We're Israelites, Africans come from Ham. We look so-called alike, the same skin complexion, but they don't call themselves black, they call them African. I'm from Ghana, or I'm from Kenya, and things of that nature. They know who they are. How come we don't know who we are? The Chinese man who know who he is. You see what I'm saying? So how come we don't know who we are? Because it's a curse, king. Because we don't keep the commandments. We're destroyed for lack of knowledge. You might say black. Another man might say African American. Another man might say I'm just a nigga. Another man might just say I'm a Moor. You see that? It's confusing. Why? Because we don't keep the commandments, king. Let's get one more. Let's get two more. My bad. Two more. Let's get verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
And hunger. What's the last thing you ate, king? Pizza from where? Hotel. Who owns that? Who owns the hotel? Do I own it? No, I don't own it. I don't got nothing, man. I don't own nothing. Do you own it? No, you don't own it. None of these brothers own it. Who owns it? The so-called white man owns it.
That's right.
Everything you want, you want Chick-fil-A, you gotta go to the so-called white man. You gotta go to your enemy. If you want to go to the View Barbecue Grill and get some chicken wings, guess what? The so-called white man owns that. Anything you want, give me something for food. You got the so-called white man's own it, man. Back then, it wasn't like that, right? Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. What's the last thing you drink? Who owns that? Remember, the Lord said you gotta serve our enemies. Let's read it from the top again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Thine who?
Thine enemies.
Thine enemies for all these things, man. Shalom, King. Shalom. Shalom. How's it going, brother? All praise to the Most High. So remember, the Lord said we gotta serve our enemies for all these things, for hunger, for thirst. Who owns Aquafina, Dasani, and things of that nature? The so-called white man. Why? Because we're still in captivity. This is not the land of the free. Don't forget, we're still in captivity. King, read.
That the Lord shall send against thee in hunger,
Right.
and in thirst,
Right.
and in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Where you get that jacket from, King? What about that sweats? What about the shoes? You see that? Who owns all those things, man? The so-called white man. That's right. Yeah, you might have your own so-called black-owned business, but you have to get your product from the so-called white man. Why? Because they have us in captivity. The Chinese man can go back to his own country. The East Indian man can go back to India.
That's facts.
Right, but where can we go to? You know, what's our home country?
Good question, kid.
Africa, what part of Africa? Everybody say Africa, but what part? Africa is not our home country. You wanna know what your home country is? Let's get Galatians, man. 4 and verse 26. Let's get Tobit, chapter 1, and verse, I believe it's verse 3. You said what? He said he got Galatians. Let's get Tobit, chapter 1, and verse 4. Come, go ahead.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
Bring it up.
But Jerusalem,
What?
but Jerusalem,
Africa.
but Jerusalem,
Read.
which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
Your homeland is Israel. So you might ask me, how did we get over here? Do you know how we got over here? Because during 70 AD, we fled out of Israel, we fled into the West Africa part, and the African man and the so-called white man, they found us and put us into slavery. That's why we're here now. But your homeland is Israel, King. Right. King David, King Solomon, all these mighty men, Samuel, they all lived in Israel. That's right. But due to our disobedience of not keeping the commandments, the Lord put us in captivity now, man.
That's right.
Let's get this real quick. Tobit 1, verse 3.
And it's the book of Tobit, chapter 1, verse 3.
Yeah.
I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my... 4? Just Tobit, chapter 1, verse 4. And when I was in my own country...
In my own country, read.
In the land of Israel.
What?
In the land of Israel.
Your own country is the land of Israel, King. It's not Africa. All right? So let's get back to the thing. 28. Verse 68. Let's get one more, King, before you dip out. One more.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse number 68.
Yeah.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So what happened in the first Egypt, you know? Moses, in the first Egypt, you heard about Let My People Go? Did you hear about that before? So in the first Egypt, it was slavery, bondage. Now, no other nation really went into hardcore bondage like us. That was the first Egypt in the time of Moses, thousands and thousands of years ago.
That's right.
But the Lord said he would bring us back into Egypt, back into slavery. So how did we go into slavery, do you know? Transportation system. Was it with an airplane? Did we hop in the ocean and started swimming over here by ourselves? By ship, right? So remind you, this is written thousands of years ago. That's right. All right, read it from the top again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Into slavery again.
with ships.
With what?
With ships.
That's in the Bible, King. Right? He's talking to the Israelites. Read.
That's right.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Straight like that. We're the Israelites. I'm gonna give a few commandments. I'm gonna let you be. Is that your? You don't have to answer this. Is that your wife, though, King? Is not your girl? All right. Let's get Exodus 21, verse 10. Right. So according to the Bible, you know, there's no such thing as girlfriend in the Bible. I'm gonna put you on with that. Now you can take this counsel. That's up to you. Things of that nature. But according to the Bible, if you want to be the man and things of that nature, you have to provide for her. You got to be the head of the household and things of that nature. That's a commandment. Then we're going to get on her. You have a husband duties. She has a, I don't want to say girlfriend because that's not in the Bible, but she has her own duties that she has to do to you. Let's get Exodus 21.
Exodus chapter 21 verse 10.
Look it up.
If he take him another wife,
If you what?
if he take him another wife,
Read.
her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage, shall he not diminish?
So you can't diminish that. You have to provide for her. You got to be a provider. Can you provide for her, King? You can take care of her? And that's what you have to do according to the Bible. You can't neglect that. The same way how the Most High provides for you, you got to provide for her. If you leave her hungry or you can't provide for her, it won't be wise to take another wife in this thing. And that's a commandment in the Bible. Let's get Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 22 real quick. Let's, you can get any commandment you want to get real quick. All right?
You just go to Ephesians first, you get the commandment.
Ephesians 5 verse 22.
This is the book of Ephesians,
All right,
chapter
you got
5.
fire? You got fire? You got fire? You're an Israelite, brother. You're an Israelite. Come
That's
on,
right.
Do water, King. Do water. We can get back to it, though. The Lord willing, you know, brothers, I'm listening to this thing. All right, Lord, let's go back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, 34.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse number 44.
Bring it out.
Verse number 34.
Get out.
And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand.
Right, and these heathen right here are not talking about actual Gentiles or actual other nations. These heathen are talking about Israelites who's living like the Gentiles according to Ezekiel 25, I believe verse 8. Right, read.
Look for your shepherd.
Look for your what?
Look for your shepherd.
Who's the shepherd? Your house son, man.
That's
you gotta
right.
Love your house son and seek the Most High God in these last days.
That's right.
We shouldn't be seeking folly and madness. We should be seeking how do we keep the commandments? How do we grow in favor with the Lord? How do we get grace and mercy in these last days, man? Because once that ark closed, it's gonna be too late. You don't want to be like those people in Noah begging on that damn ship, and a whole wave came out of nowhere and overtake you. You drown. It's gonna be too late, man. Read. That's right.
He shall give you everlasting rest.
The Lord gonna give you everlasting rest if you
That's
seek
right.
the Lord. Read.
Right.
And brothers want everlasting rest, right? We don't want to be out in these elements cold as heck. You got snot coming out the nose, man. Brothers shivering. We don't want to be tired going to work every day and things of that nature, man. We want rest, man.
That's
Read.
right. For he is nigh at hand.
For he is what?
For he is nigh at hand.
Got 2,000 more years to go.
For he is nigh at
For
hand.
he is nigh at hand.
That's
man.
right.
And people scoff at that. You've been saying that since my great grandmother. Hey, didn't Peter say that in the time of Peter that he's nigh at hand? Well, guess what? In this generation, he's nigh at hand. You can see all the things happening, but all hell about to break loose, man. This might be our last Passover. Don't you know James was put to death on a Passover, man, around the Passover? You never know what can happen, man. Right? So let's get Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6 real quick. Isaiah 55 and verse 6. We got to seek the Lord in this thing. That's right. And you can give me 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 15. Are you straight? I know it's
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6.
Bring it up.
Seek ye Yahweh.
Seek what?
Seek ye Yahweh.
So, hey, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have to seek the Most High God, Yahweh. That's right. Hashem Yahushua, read.
While he may be found.
Right, it's easy to find the Lord. You might walk down Woodruff Park, guess what? You're going to see SOT. You might see HOY. You come up here, you're going to see WFI. You go who still eats shrimp, crab, and lobster, who's lukewarm, who's always lusting, man, all the time, man. They can't control this. They're always lusting. Like the elders in the history of Susanna. They got caught up in their own lust, man. Right? If you're like them, guess what? You gotta check your spirit, stop being lukewarm, and fast, pray, seek counsel, and stop being lukewarm and stay and seek the Most High God. Read.
That's right. Let the wicked forsake his way,
Right.
and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
So you gotta forsake our ways and our thoughts. Because you might have wicked thoughts. You might have concupiscence, man, in your mind. And these are abominable flesh. You wanna do what's right. But guess what? You gotta cut off that right arm, that right hand, and forsake your ways, your wicked ways. Go ahead and bring that out, King.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 58.
Bring it out!
And say in their heart that there is no God.
First Peter.
Yeah, and that knowing they must die.
Right?
For as their
Well, hold on. Let's look back.
and 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 50.
Y'all Israelites.
For many great misery shall be
Y'all
done.
Israelites. I think y'all I don't know. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 8 and 50.
Bring it out.
For many great misery shall be done to them, that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Right, so a lot of misery gonna come upon these people who going to CBS, who's going to Hooters, who don't want to hear the man of the Lord, who don't want to hearken to the Most High and things of that nature. The misery will come upon the earth, man. They had their chance to listen to the Most High God, to the prophets. We're the voice piece. They had their chance. But guess what? When all hell break loose and they're crying with the loud voice of the Most High God, He's not going to hear them, man. Because you didn't give Him the time of day, He's not going to give you the time of day, man. Forever. Right, read.
Because they have walked in great pride.
They what?
Because they have walked in great pride.
You will walk in great pride. You going to talk to me now, brother? Brother to brother. What's up,
1
man?
minute, we good. Thank you, though.
The Most High is good, brother. It's one verse.
What you doing, though?
And we can hit
Come
you a
out.
flight.
All right, read that
You
proud
don't even know
again.
what you're doing.
Alright.
You don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Because they have walked in great
So
pride.
men walk in great pride, man. Hey, we good? Well, that's prideful, man. We good. The Most High is good, man. No one on this earth is good. We all need to rely on the Most High God. That's prideful as hell, man. Read.
But understand thou for thyself,
Right.
and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
And the Lord say, hey, worry about yourself, man. You gotta seek out the glory that such as be like thee. That's why I hang out with brothers who's like, you know, hey, brother, come talk to me real quick, King. Brother. You gotta put out that cigar, King.
Got to.
Put it down.
You're a king walking the earth. Put that thing out, brother.
That's right.
You gotta love yourself and love the Most High God, King.
That's right.
Right. Dang, read.
For unto you is paradise open.
So unto us is paradise open. Not to everybody. The so-called white men don't have paradise open. Up. Stop you. Right, unto the Chinese man is not paradise open today. Read it from the top.
For unto you is paradise open.
Right?
The tree of life is planted.
Uh-huh.
The time to come is prepared.
Right.
Plenteously, plenteous is made ready.
What you up to? What you up to?
What are you up to?
In the will of the Lord.
Okay.
What's your nationality?
No idea.
No idea. That's cool. Are you so-called white, Caucasian?
Probably, yeah.
What's your dad's nationality?
Deceased.
You said. Yeah. So, do you feel? How do you feel about this? Because my brother right
Well,
here,
I
he was
feel
telling
like,
me how he felt upset about it,
Very upset.
Very upset.
Very upset.
and I had to listen to that. You know, and he said he felt upset about that. So, how do you feel about it?
I believe that was hundreds of years ago.
What's that mean? Don't we live in generational curses that still happens to this?
That's right.
And don't you live off the wealth of your forefathers?
I
Off the
think you should
lies
be
and
mad
blood?
at the Jews instead of just like fucking.
We
white
are the
people.
Jews. What are you talking
That's
about?
right.
White people don't exist outside of America, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get Isaiah 14 verse 1. Let's get Revelation 13 verse 9. I don't know what you're talking about. But the thing is, you come from this lineage, of the people who did this to us, man. And you have to pay for that. That's according to the Bible.
I don't have to pay for
Right.
The Lord said you have to pay for
That's
that.
right.
And the Lord's a just God. There's
it.
no
You
respect
can be
to person.
born again and you can be free of sin.
What verse is that?
And you can
What verse is
accept
that?
Jesus Christ and you can follow love instead of like fucking you know
Yeah, that's off, man. Let's get Revelation 13
focusing
and 9.
on
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9.
The
Read
thing
it out.
is, like Christianity, they say that, but the Lord says He's going to come back with blood drenched on His garment. Now, whose blood is that?
all of our blood.
Right. That's going to be your blood and your ancestors' blood. Hey, sister,
That's
one
right.
real quick, sister. Go ahead.
If any man have an ear,
Right.
let him hear.
Right?
he that led into
So
captivity.
your people led our people, my brothers and sisters in captivity. Do you agree with that? Hold on. Hold on. What you doing, King? No, we want to leave it right there, man. We don't want to see that.
Back up.
Right? Yeah, man. You can't get touchy, man. That's our property, man. You can't just touch it. Oh, what's going on, bro?
Sorry.
Now,
Are
you
guys
drunk?
enjoy your weekend?
go ahead and bring that out, man. What the heck?
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right?
He that leadeth into captivity
shall go into captivity.
So your people have to
You
go into
guys have
captivity.
a really
You
cool
and your people
thing
have to go
going
into
on
captivity,
here.
man. And that's thus said the Lord.
God bless.
That's weird, man. You got demons out here. Just walking to and fro, unclean spirit. Like, what the hell is that, man? Like, he got a weird spirit on him. I don't know. Is that an agent? Like, what's going on? Yeah, a pedophile. You gotta go pop. Hey, that's weird, man. What the hell? It's creepy, man. The Lord be saying evil, weird spirits. I mean, the Lord has different spirits. But where were you, man?
I was at Isaiah 14.
No, you can get back to it.
I had 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 13.
Let's slide down real quick. Slide down real quick.
1 Peter 4 and 13.
4 and 17. We're still in second nature. We're still in second nature. 8 verse. I forgot where you left out. I don't know what verse. No, I was 50. This verse 61. I don't know. You was at 60.
This is the book of Second Ezra.
Hey, brother. Hey, King, you got 1 minute real quick, King? One verse for the Lord. And the thing is, that's the thing too, man. A lot of people, I heard this one counsel, this one wise sentence or counsel. This man said, everybody's so quick to go somewhere, when they get there, they're going to realize it's nothing, man. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's so quick to do this, and they don't realize, hey, brother, you got 1 minute real quick, King? Yeah, everybody's so quick to get this, they get it, and they want this. Then they want this. Then they want this. They have everything they want a man can ask for, man. They still want more. But guess what? When they on their deathbed, they're gonna realize that it was all nothing, man. They were so in a quick to get to nothing, in a hurry to get to nothing. But that's where the Lord loves the poor, man. Hold that real quick. Give me James 2 and 5. That's where the Lord loves the poor. Because the poor realizes that they have to rely on the Most High God, man. And I'm glad that certain men are poor, man. They can realize that they have to rely on the Most High God, that He is the provider. That's right. These rich people, the so-called white man, even our own people, they're so quick to get in a hurry. No, I don't have time, man. No, I'm in a hurry to go over here. I'm in a hurry to go over there. But the poor man, and guess what? He waits for his food. He knows the Most High gives him food. Guess what? He knows everything, right? Listen.
This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Hearken, my beloved brethren.
Right.
Have not God chosen the poor of this world?
Chosen the rich.
Have not God chosen the poor of this world?
The Most High God chose the poor. I was telling the brother Ismail, man, the Most High God be having certain men in His pocket, man. He makes them low on purpose, to make them humble, to make them know that they need the Most High God, man. Got Him in His pocket, man. Right, read. A lot of people, brother, why can I be rich? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? Because the Lord knows if He gives you that, you're gonna leave Him, man. The Lord don't want you to leave Him. He loves you, man. Right, read.
Rich in faith
And
and heirs of the kingdom which is to be promised to them that love Him.
you see that He says rich in faith. That's Revelation 2 and 9, man. Right? Yeah, we're poor, but guess what? Our spirit is rich in this thing.
Right.
Because we believe in the Most High God.
That's right.
There's no other heathen right now actually going to and fro in the Apocrypha, in the Bible, the 1611, and trying to seek the Lord, man. They're doing heathenistic things.
That's right, man.
How's it going? I got 1 minute real quick.
I had a precept to what you said.
Oh yeah, go ahead and put it. You got it.
Told before, and
21.
it's the last verse.
Yeah.
Told before, 21.
You can bring it down, kid. You got it.
You pretty much touched on it.
Oh, look at
I
that.
just wanted to
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 21.
Yeah.
And fear not, my son, that we are made poor.
Read it again.
And fear not, my son, that we are made poor.
Oh, touch on it with me. Touch on the key. I kind of said, don't fear that we're made poor, man. Yeah, you might be a so-called poor man. The Lord made you poor. The Lord does everything, man. Stop thinking all hell breaking loose. It's not the Most High God doing that. The Most High God forgot about me. Satan took me captive. Are you going to remember me, Most High God? Hey, He did it, man. He gave Satan the decree to do so. Why? Because He want to prove to see if you really love Him for the Most High God for Him, Or do you just want riches and want gifts from the Most High God, man? So it's going to improve you in this thing. If the house had to go through it, and the Most High God made his only begotten son go through it, how much more you, man? Your house was poor. He was always on the move. He was nigh unto death, blood dripping out. What's it called? I know you know it.
I don't know how to say it.
I'm jammed up, man. Right? I know it's a hammer in it. It's a hammer in it, man. I know it. Huh? It's something. I don't know. If I heard it, I would know it. Yeah, something. Hey, your brothers know. If you can look it up on Google, Esau, I think. Yeah, sweat and blood. If you type in sweat and blood, Esau got a name for it. Guess what? It is what it is. Yeah. But your house shot, he was sweating blood, man. That's right. He was going through it. I never sweat blood before. Did you? Did you, King? Y'all ever sweat blood right here? What about you, Azra? You smart. What about you? I never sweat blood before. You gotta be in such distress to sweat blood. So if the Most High God made his son go through that, guess what? You gotta drink the cup too, man.
That's right.
You're gonna come to the Lord, you gotta drink the cup.
That's right.
It's like a so-called initiation phase, man. That's right. Lord, hey, you gotta earn your stripes in this thing, man. All of our forefathers had to earn their stripes. Abraham, guys like David, Moses, man. Like everybody, Paul, Peter. The Lord gonna put you through something. He's either gonna break, or guess what? You're gonna come out on top as a champion, man. Right? Let's go and keep going. You gotta keep going on that. Yeah.
Come. For thou hast much wealth, if thou fear God.
Read it again.
For thou hast much wealth, if thou fear God.
Guys, so we have much wealth if you fear the Most High God. How's it going? You got 1 minute real quick, man? One verse for the Most High God, for Jesus Christ. I know you love him. What? You gonna put his hands on my... I'm telling you, man, this people is crazy, man. What's it called? I know it's in James. It's, get hold of it real quick. They draw it to me with their heart, but with their mouth or something like that. I don't know, man. Huh?
Isaiah 29.
That's Isaiah 29, verse what?
Like 13. 9. Oh, 9.
Or I know there's one in James, like what? I think verse 22, but you said.
Come. For thou hast much wealth, if thou fear God, and depart from all sins.
So you have much wealth that you depart from the Most High. I mean, if you won't move now, that's all. It's a lot. Yeah, hey, you slip from the tongue, you know what I'm saying? Not from the heart. You have much wealth that you stay with the Most High God and depart from wickedness, man. That's right. So hey, that is what it is. And I'm led to believe the Lord has you be poor right now, because if you get a lot of riches in this kingdom, you might not get a lot of riches in the kingdom of heaven. You know, so the Lord has you be poor right now so you can save up your riches for the kingdom of heaven. You know, investing in things of that nature, man. So it is what it is. You know, you rather go through things right now and cry right now and laugh in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right. So we can get back to it. You had another verse or preacher or anything, King? I can't. We can get back to it.
Second Ezra, chapter 8, and verse 59. For as the thing aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain. So thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that man should come to naught.
So it was not the Most High will that man should come to naught, man. Right? Everybody was supposed to live uprightly. Adam was to be set in order, you know, set the nations in order. And guess what? All hell break loose. Now sinners on the world, the so-called white man came to power, like it says in 1 Maccabees, and wickedness increased, man. So guess what? The Most High, he has to do judgment. You know, a lot of people force the Most High hand. He has to do it. If you don't do it, then guess what? You know, yeah, man.
That's right, man. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them.
And that's like Ismail, you know, he's in a high CEO, right? He's a high CEO of a company. Hey, bro, you're an Israelite, brother, right? Y'all Israelites, King, come talk to me real quick, man. Come on. Got 1 minute real quick, brother. Yeah. Yeah, you gonna come back? We wanna see. How's it going, brother? You got 1 minute real quick, King? You're an Israelite, brother. Come take a fire real quick, man. Well, like I was saying, man, it's like Ishmael, he's a, what's it called? He's a CEO, a top CEO. He has one worker who don't do his work, who's defiling his name, man, making his company look bad and things of that nature. Ishmael, how would you feel if someone was making your company look bad?
Get him out of
Yeah, you're gonna fire him, man. How much more the Lord? You making his name, you know, sound bad, look bad, and things of that nature, the Lord gonna have to destroy you, man.
That's right.
And we're unthankful unto him which prepared life for them.
And people are unthankful as hell, man. Even brothers in the truth, man. Even myself sometimes can be unthankful, man. We gotta be more grateful and more thankful to the Lord. Because guess what? Brothers were just talking about this. We got clothes on our back, man. We can eat. We have a home to go to, man. We have loved ones and things of that nature, man. But guess what? A lot of people, they don't. They don't have that. A lot of homeless people don't have loved ones, man. they're by themselves in the cold, when it's raining, when it's snowing. They don't have that, man. We gotta be more grateful for the things that we have, more content. Right? Read.
And therefore is my judgment.
Is my what?
Is my judgment.
Read.
Now at hand.
So the judgment of the Lord is at hand. And guess what? He's going to jack up Israel first. Let's go ahead and bring that out real quick. Give me Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 12. He's going to judge the Israelites first, man. Because why? We're held to a higher standard. So like, hey, how's it going, brother? Come talk to me real quick, King. Where you get your earrings from? That's a weird question. Where you get your earrings from? Yeah. Huh? This one real quick first.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse number 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
And that's the whole point, man. We're trying to bring in the sheep so they won't get judged, man. They won't have a harsh judgment. Your judgment want to be what? Righteousness. Because right when that what's called that God will come down, it's either you're what? Getting put to death or getting left free, man. Read. It's either you're guilty or you're not guilty.
That's right. God bless, guys.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
So judgment going to begin at the house of God, man. So it's important that we get right in things in our nation. We keep the commandments. We be spotless. We be examples, like it says in 1 Peter, to the flock, that we don't get destroyed.
That's right.
And guess what? I think that's it on that. Give me Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 12.
And
And then after judgment of Israel, it's going to be the heathen judgment, man.
That's right.
The Lord's going to, guess what? He's going to get the household in order first. And then guess what? He's going to get these other nations in order too. That's right.
the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 12.
Yeah.
Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion.
So after the Lord gets done judging Mount Zion, the Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for being wicked, read.
And on Jerusalem.
How's it going, King? Hey, Elder, you got 1 minute real quick, Elder? You an Israelite, brother. Come get a flyer, King. Come get to work, bro. You want to work? All right, go. You come get a flyer, King. Yeah, it's straight. You know, the thing is, guess what? They're stressed, man. That's right. They're stressed. Yeah, they're stressed, man. You know? Go ahead and read.
And on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria.
Right, so hey, after the Lord gets the household in order with Israel, guess what? You're going to get the business on these other nations. Man.
That's right!
Get the business, man. This place going to get destroyed.
That's right!
Next one going to slavery.
That's right!
Famine going to be happening.
That's right!
Going to be breaking loose, man.
That's right!
The thing is, the household has to get in order first, and then he's going to do his judgment on these other nations. That's why it's important that we walk as examples to the flock, that we keep the commandments, we continue to be righteous, so we can be counted righteous in that day, man, and not wicked. Because you got two decrees, righteous or wicked when that gavel comes down, man. Right? I think that's it on that. Kind of give me, we're going to get two more and close out. Isaiah 33 and verse 1 and Isaiah 13 verse 15. And when the Lord's judging these other nations, you don't want to be joined unto them, man. If you're joined unto them, you're a heathen, he's going to judge you as a heathen. That's what I'm saying, read.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 33 verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and just as thou
31 and verse 1.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 14. 15. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
So hey, if you join hand to hand with the so-called white man, the Chinese man, you're over here in his spot trying to get some compound chicken, man, or some sesame chicken, and you saw a cat come out the damn the door. You know it's cat, man. You know it's dog, but yet you trying to think in your mind, it might be chicken. It might be chicken. Guess what? The Lord going to destroy you, man. Because you know what's going on. You know what's going on, man. If you join to the so-called white man, to the Japanese man, the East Indian man, and doing wickedness, the Lord's going to destroy you and cut you off. Because you're unprofitable, man. You can't do nothing for the Most High God, man. The servants of the Lord, they want to be in the kingdom. They want to be part of the governing body. They want to put in work, man, in righteousness. But these other, these people, these Hellenistic Jews, these Israelites who want to live with the so-called white man, they're unprofitable, man. You got to toss them in the fire, right? They got no fruit to bear. It's like a tree with only leaves, man. You got to cut it down, man, at the vineyard. Right, go ahead and bring that up, King.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
So these people go down to Egypt for help. They want the stimulus check. They want to get food from the so-called white man. They want food stamps, man. They want all these government assistance to help them out, especially Eve, right? They go down to Egypt for help to get guns, right? A $1. Hey, you see that, man? They want help. They want to go down to get the best job. They want to live the American dream and be a rapper, man, and things of that nature. That's right. They want to sell their souls, man. They go down to Egypt for help to get money, quick money that's not going to last forever.
That's right.
So go onto them, because guess what? The Lord going to destroy you.
That's right.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many,
Right.
and in horsemen because they are very strong.
Right.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
They what?
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
They don't want to look up to the Holy One of Israel. When they feeling down, they want this, they want that. They don't seek the Most High God first. When they wake up, they don't seek the Most High God first. They seek what? Idols. Their money, their wives, their family. Right. That's what they seek first, man. And guess what? Knowing that, they gotta die. Right. So let's get Matthew 10 and verse 7. Let's get Luke chapter 13 and verse 3. And one brother can hold Psalm 115 verse 1, man.
Look it up.
And the next brother gonna come out here. He gonna get sheep. He gonna teach the nations, man. He gonna give judgment to the Gentiles, man.
That's right.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 7.
Read out.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
The what?
The kingdom of heaven is at
So
hand.
the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
That's
We
right.
gotta make sure we're spotless and blameless so we can eat at the Passover.
That's right.
Right? That we can be clean and be able to impure, that we can get the kingdom of heaven.
That's
We
right.
all want the kingdom of heaven, right?
That's
We want the
right.
kingdom of heaven too,
Right.
right, King? Right? So guess what we gotta do is right, get the bitterness out of our spirit, and always, and cut off that old man.
That is the book of Luke,
Give me a song.
chapter 13 and verse 3. I tell you nay, but except ye repent,
Except you what?
except ye repent,
Except you what?
except ye
You
repent,
shall what?
ye shall all likewise perish.
All likewise perish. Every
That's
day,
right.
Every day, cleansing our garment, man. What's it called? Examining ourselves. We're going to perish, man. We gotta be repentant and truth and sincerity. That's right. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 115 verse 1.
No.
Not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Mashiach Mashiach Yahweh.
One Nasrallah.
One Nasrallah.
Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes of Israel. Shalom.
Come on, let's go. Brothers already know what to do. Go on, preach.